As much as you want to hate darkness or talk down on darkness or complain about darkness and all the bad things and the evil, unfortunate things that happen in life, as much as you want to talk down on those things, you actually need it and you are nothing without it. It's a natural part of the universe, light and dark. You wouldn't be able to see any color without it. You wouldn't be able to see anything without it. Because complete light is blinding just as much as complete darkness is, bro. It's the contrast that makes things what they are. It's the contrast that allows you to be who you are. It's the contrast that allows life to be life, that allows you to have an experience. It's the contrast that allows you to learn, to scale, to grow. Without darkness, without unfortunate bad things and evil things, quote unquote, we would have no incentive to rise, bro. We would have no incentive to rise. Again, can you imagine a completely perfect life? Like everything is done. Everything is perfected to the T. We've learned everything. There's no growth to be made. None of that. Everything is just perfect. You grew up in a perfect home, live in a perfect neighborhood, in a perfect city, in a perfect country, in a perfect world. Everything is stagnant. There's nowhere to go. It would be boring. Just like that episode of Smiling Friends. I don't know if y'all watched that, but when the Toad, he was like the president. He conquered everything on the planet. Like he conquered all the countries. And any challenge that he get, bro, he would master the challenge within a second, bro. Like like that. He gets everything he wants. Like that. He take over the world. Like that. So he's sitting there like, damn, I'm depressed. Like he has no goals because he completed all the goals, bro. He's just sitting there depressed. And it's a Adult Swim show, so it's funny. And then he went within only for a second, and he achieved enlightenment. But can you imagine that? When I say that darkness and all that other shit is the natural thing, that doesn't mean that you become a fucking robot. Like, I'm not saying that, bro. You could still have compassion, bro. I'm just saying, y'all gonna have to get to the level of really detaching, being connected, but detaching, because you can't save everybody, bro. You can only save yourself, walk as an example for someone else so they can have the epiphany, be like, I'm gonna save myself. But if you constantly looking up every bad thing that's going on and, oh, this is happening in this world and people seeing this and this person said that and this person sided with this person, like you're mad polarized, bro. They just harvesting off your energy, bro. You're just a puppet, bro. Like you could get swayed back and forth. Like, is you not gonna get tired of that shit, bro? Are you not gonna get tired of that shit? Steady complaining, steady pointing fingers, like just pointing out everybody's shadow before you check your own self, bro. Before you check your own shadow. You cannot control nothing outside of you, bro. So you're actually doing yourself a disservice if you're constantly being swayed by what's going on in the outside world. On some shit like people die every day, B, and will continue dying, bro. You cannot stop that process, bro. Life and death is a natural order of things. You could go out into the world, yes, put in good positive change, bring awareness to things. Do some good deeds if you want to help the planet spiritually and shit like that. Do that shit. I'm just saying, don't lose yourself and think like, oh my God, the world is so, and the world is ending. You know how many times they thought the world was ending? You know how many times the world did end, but it didn't actually end. It was just a shift into another paradigm, and then it repeats. So once you realize this, you're not gonna be swayed around and thrown around by the world, bro. You can see shit for what it is. Take the action you want to take without losing yourself and having people just feed off your energy, bro. If you're very gullible and you get emotional for everything that you don't agree with, you just your life is not yours no more. That's what I'm saying. You feel me? From the ego sense, yeah, it's some fucked up shit. But from the God mind, bro, like it is what it is, and you don't know everything, bro. You don't know why this thing is taking place in order to set up for something else. That's just how it is. You gotta deal with it. And another thing too about being comfortable with darkness, like I'm not saying that as a way of like, oh, ignore it. Like you can't ignore it anyways. Like you have darkness yourself. I'm saying you're gonna have to like stop putting this spookism behind this shit and realize everybody carries darkness and you should face it to get to the light. In order to get to the light at the end of the tunnel, you gotta go through the darkness. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna get angry, you're gonna get sad. Don't suppress it. Experience the emotion, but what are you gonna do with it? Are you just gonna sit on your ass, be mad and complain every single day and like, oh, this bad shit happened and this happened, and like, bro, like a bunch of people are just sitting on their ass, getting mad, sad, complaining, and not doing nothing with the energy. They not transmuting it. They not putting it in to something they want to do. They not putting it into a craft to inspire people, into some art to help people with whatever you mad or sad about. What are you going to do with that energy? What are you going to turn it into? What are you going to do with the darkness you confront? Are you going to transmute it or just keep talking shit about it? It's not helping. So in order to help, you got to realize that darkness is just as important as the light, and you're going to have to learn how to coexist with it because it's you and you can't run without it. The shadow follows you everywhere, right? That's all I'm saying. But people keep thinking it's supposed to be some savior and somebody supposed to come save them. Like nobody outside of you is going to save. Nobody outside of you is coming to save you, bro. The God essence is within. And once you change your lens, once you put on the glasses, you can't just force everybody else to wear the glasses, bro. And then you be mad when they don't want to wear it. Like it's not their time yet to understand what you understand. So what, you gonna sit down and throw a pissy fit? What does that help? Does that help you or anybody else? No. So make peace with the darkness, face the darkness, and transmute it. And be the example you wish to see in the world. That's all you could do. But all this complaining and being like, oh, and pointing finger shit don't help nobody, bro. All you do is just leave your energy to be harvested. That's all I'm saying. So make peace with the darkness. Know that it's a part of you and it's serving a purpose. Not saying you can't be compassionate, you can't feel a type of way. I'm just saying, what is you doing with that? Are you doing any forward movement with that energy? Or are you just another complainer and another finger pointer? Like, what is you doing?